Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I was from
Australia, Perth.
You're here as a tourist?
Yes.
And the first time in Japan?
Yeah,
or
first time, yes.
how do you like it so far?
We really, really love it. It's very different. And sometimes we struggle with the language barrier a little bit. But everyone has been very, very helpful and very polite.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's nice. So now you are going to a hotel or something?
Yeah, we're
right
on our
now?
way to it.
Yeah, we're on our way. We just arrived in Osaka.
Oh, okay. Just arrived here.
So we were in Tokyo for 4 days.
Okay. From Tokyo to Osaka, or did you stop at the other location?
Just Tokyo for 5 days, and then we just arrived today from Tokyo.
Okay. What did you do, or where did you go in Tokyo?
We went to Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
We went to one of the gardens. We went to see the Imperial Palace. Went to Akihabara.
Oh, Akihabara.
Yeah. And we also went to one of the temples. It's like a red temple.
Is that a Sensoji? Asakusa?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And we just ate a lot of food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you eat?
Oh, we've had sushi, ramen, what else? Oh, we went to the Tsukiji market.
Oh, Tsukiji.
So we had
the seafood.
Yeah, we had Kobe beef.
We had a lot of fruit.
A lot of fruit, a lot of strawberries.
Soba.
What's your favorite then?
It's hard.
I like the sushi.
I like the ramen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
Which sushi, which fish do you like?
Otoro.
Ofari tuna. Yeah. In Osaka, where are you going to?
So we're going to go, after Osaka, we're going to go to Kyoto for a little bit. What, 3 days was it?
Yeah, 4 days in Kyoto, and then we have to go home.
Oh, okay. In total, 2 weeks or so?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Then, what prompted you to come to Japan this time? Anime?
He loves anime.
Okay. Oh, that's why you went to Akihabara?
Yeah.
I just like to travel, so I always wanted to come and see what it's
and also the food. The food is amazing, and I mean in Australia, it doesn't even compare. The food here compared to Australia is black and white.
It's very, very different here. The food, very nice.
Besides food, what kind of differences or culture shock, or
culture very different. Everyone is more quiet in Japan and very considerate. So on the train, it's very crowded, but it's very quiet. Whereas in Australia, if the train is full, it is very loud because everyone talks very loud.
Everyone's willing to help. I mean, we were on the train, our first time ever on the trains here. We're trying to work it out, and we must have looked confused. And someone stopped and asked us whether we needed a hand and helped us out. Even before we landed in Japan, in Tokyo, someone was willing to help us, to show us what trains to go on and everything. We met her on the plane, and she was willing to help.
Yeah, very
nice.
Sweet. And in Japan there are some different foods. A lot of it is Japanese or American, but in Australia there's heaps and heaps and heaps of different food, of all different cultures, because so many different cultures live there. Yeah, I think those are the main differences so far.
Okay.
And it is very, very cold.
Here
in Perth it's very, very hot.
Right now it's summer.
Yeah, so it's in 40s, and then here it's 12 degrees.
Yeah, and do you guys are interested in skiing?
We haven't skied this time. We want to go, but we thought this time we'll just explore the cities and all that before going skiing one day.
But we'll definitely be back.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I met many Australian people this time, but from the East Coast, and somehow they're here particularly for skiing.
Yeah.
They want to do skiing, so that's why I was wondering if you're also interested in
No, we're just interested in the culture and food.
More.
Trying all the food. Yeah.
Okay. But the first is the west side, right?
Yeah, West Australia.
Is it the west side and east side different? Do you feel even in the Australia?
On the east coast, it's more like metropolitan, like a lot of cities, a lot of tourism. Humid, very highly populated. Perth is less people, more open space,
And very dry like a desert.
more natural environment. So people go there to go to the beaches and fish and all of that, and they go to the east coast to shop and go out. And all of that. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to other Asian countries?
We've been to Singapore and Malaysia, Bali.
Penang. That's all. I haven't been to many.
Oh, okay. But did you feel the differences between like those Asian countries and Japan?
Much safer here.
Oh, the
Feels so
safety.
much
It
safer
feels
here.
very safe. Yeah. Even when it's like really dark, it feels very safe.
And is there any like Japanese thing, items or any spiritual thing? It's okay, but would you like to bring back to your country?
Being more considerate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
They should adopt that for sure.
You went to Sensoji Shrine, right?
Yes.
Probably the religion is different from you and the Japan, but what would you like to like wish or hope?
Oh,
Yeah, if you go there next time,
Just happiness.
just have,
Yes.
yeah, the world happiness.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
your time. It was
That's
very
okay, you're
fun talking
welcome.
to you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time being with us on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
Belgium.
Brussels.
Not really, but
No.
a bit south of Brussels.
So you're here as a tourist?
Yep.
How many days do you have so far?
I spent almost 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Japan. I'm leaving in 2 days.
Oh, okay. How was your then trip?
I really love it. I've mostly tried to visit as much as possible, so going around the country. So I'm more about nature and more remote areas.
Where did you go?
I landed in Tokyo, and then I went through Nikko and all the way to Hokkaido.
Oh.
Then in Hokkaido, a few cities like Sapporo,
Asahikawa?
Asahikawa, yeah. Koshiro,
Kushiro?
Yeah.
Oh.
and then I came back down again Tokyo, and then through Nagano, Kanazawa, and then Kyoto, and I did side trips around Hiroshima, this area, and then came back Osaka.
So did you take local trains to go up north?
Yeah, I took we have a GR pass for the tourists.
JR.
So I took 3 weeks of the GR pass, and I tried to do as much as possible travel during these 3 weeks. Now I don't have the GR pass anymore, so that's why I'm staying around Kyoto and Osaka.
Oh, I see. How was Hokkaido?
I really liked Hokkaido, especially because it's winter, so you have a lot of snow. And I really love snow, and especially a beautiful, like neat, white, like view like that. And it's very different from Belgium, because Belgium we have snow sometimes, but not as much. And it was impressive to see that, and just seeing the nature with all the snow everywhere, just going on the train and seeing all the scenery, all white. That was a really nice view. Yeah.
How was Asahikawa area?
It was pretty nice. I mostly went there to go to BA to see some kind of a lake around there.
The nature.
Yeah, the nature, a beautiful waterfall, like a frozen waterfall.
Oh, really?
And then I came back to Saikawa. Like the city in itself was pretty nice to see.
In Kushiro area, you saw like a tancho or something?
Yeah,
What did
I
you
went
see?
to see the cranes. Yeah.
The cranes. And also the iceberg in the ocean.
When I was there, it was a little bit too warm,
Oh,
so
really?
the iceberg were not formed yet. I was planning to do that, but since there was no iceberg to see. Hokkaido is, I think it's the part of Japan where you have the more struggle to travel with public transport.
Oh.
Because you have some like railway that go around Hokkaido, but every time you want to go to more remote areas, it can be difficult, and sometimes there's just one bus a day or something like that. So you have to really plan everything, be sure, and not to miss your bus on the way back.
Then coming back to like the Honshu area, what do you remember the most?
I really like the Alps. Nagano, I went to see the snow monkeys. Just like very touristic, but still pretty impressive to see.
They were in an onsen, maybe?
There's one onsen over there. So you have to really walk like half an hour or 45 minutes to get there. And then it's really in the mountains. You have a really small village. And then you can see really kind of a valley with all snow and hundreds of monkeys everywhere. And you have one onsen where some monkeys sometimes just take a bath.
Oh, I see.
It's pretty cool to see that. And they're really not shy. They don't care about you, so they really almost touch you. And
oh, really?
Yeah, no, they're really...
Close to you.
They just do their life. It's really fun.
And by yourself, you also went to onsen too? Did you
I didn't try it yet, like, because I was always like, I will try later and later, and then now I'm just like, oh, I should try before leaving. I'm definitely planning to try before leaving. A lot of people love really onsen around here.
I think so.
Definitely part of the culture, I feel.
And how about Kyoto and the Hiroshima or Nikko area?
I really love the more traditional part of Japan, like the Edo culture and stuff.
Edo period?
Yeah. And Nikko was beautiful shrines and temples, really beautiful. Especially in winter, you have more snow over there. And Kyoto was pretty nice too. I was expecting more traditional, because everybody tells Kyoto is so much traditional.
Yeah, old capital.
Yeah, and there's still really nice parts of Kyoto. Really cool to see. And Hiroshima was really cool too. I went to Miyajima, the island just nearby, which is beautiful. Really nice.
The reggae thing. And have you ever been to other Asian countries?
Not really. I just come back from New Zealand, where I spent a year over there, so I'm on my way back to Belgium. I wanted to go in Asia for a long time because it's quite different from what we can see in Europe. So Japan will be my first stop, and then I'm going to Vietnam in a few days, and then India for a few weeks.
So you were in New Zealand as a tourist also, or you work?
Both. Like, it's a working holiday. So you have a visa valid for a year. I mostly visited for a few months and then stopped in a city, Christchurch, for a few months to work there, and then carried on visiting.
So you can do other Asian countries too? Like what you said, Vietnam and India you're going to? Or?
Yeah, Vietnam is just for 2 days because I'm just in transit through India. But you can normally do also working holiday, I think. There's a lot of countries you can do that. You can do that in Japan. Like I've met a few people doing a working holiday in Japan. It's just, I really love Japan, but it can be quite difficult with the language. I feel like I would enjoy Japan a little bit more if I could speak Japanese. I really feel like a tourist every time I have to try to speak a few words in Japanese, and I feel like it can be a nice struggle to go through to learn the language, to really appreciate the country a bit more. But you can still visit just with English or just with gesture and everything, but I feel like it would be better by learning Japanese. So I would definitely like to come back to Japan. I would try to at least learn a bit more Japanese. Maybe not perfect, because it seems like a quite difficult language. But that would be nice too.
Yeah, but I heard like the conversation-wise, it is easier.
Yeah, the writing and the reading seems really difficult. But I heard too, like the speaking is quite easy compared to like Chinese, for example.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
nice
for the
talking
interview.
to you.
That was really nice.
Thank you for your time being with us on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
We're from Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. It's
Bulgaria as well.
It's a Sofia.
Sofia,
Is the capital?
Yes.
We are from Sofia.
Okay. And is this your first time in Japan?
Yes.
First time for both of us.
Oh, cool. And how do you like it so far? in Japan? Yeah.
It's been amazing. It's a very beautiful country, very welcoming people, very nice.
I see. How long or how many days have you spent already in Japan?
7 days.
A
I
week.
think.
or
Yeah,
so.
1 week. Today is our last day.
Oh, last
Yes.
day. You have to go back.
Tomorrow we're going
Tomorrow
back.
morning we're
Tomorrow
going
we're
back
flying
to
out.
Europe.
Oh, okay. So, did you stop by some other countries or just straightly come to Japan?
We had like an Asian trip, so we went to Singapore,
okay.
Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, and Japan.
Yeah. Japan is the last stop.
The last
And
stop.
Dubai.
Dubai. In total, then, how many days did you have?
2 months.
2 months.
60 days.
Cool. And so, among those like other Asian countries and in Japan, did you feel the differences?
Yeah, I think there's like a major difference between each nation. Japan is the cleanest and I guess most architecturally and culturally beautiful country. And obviously the most developed. But yeah.
I mean, and Japan and Singapore.
Yeah.
In terms of cleanliness.
I see.
Yeah. Japan by far has like the biggest cities with a lot of tall buildings and everything. Seems super big, super nice, and a lot of cultural heritage, which is very interesting.
So did you go inside of the castle?
No, the
The
queue
line
was
was
too
so
long. Which is
I see.
which is one of the things about Japan. People here they love queuing.
They love.
They're okay waiting in line for 2 hours just to get this ramen that they really want. Which is very different from Bulgaria. In Bulgaria, it's very rare to see queuing of any form happening. People will just leave if there is a line forming.
I see.
Yeah.
Like Japanese people, if you see a long line, we just expecting.
It's good. That means it's good.
Yeah,
yeah.
It must be good. And
We did it a few times to be
You
fair,
did?
and every time it was good.
so you queue in like a restaurant or something?
Yeah, in restaurants mostly.
What did you have there?
We queued
Ramen.
for
Ramen?
ramen. Yeah. This I think it was called Nihonbashi ramen,
Okay.
which is with like anchovy soup. It was quite nice.
Oh, really?
What else did we queue for?
I don't remember.
The brunch places.
For strawberry mochi.
Okay.
Queued for
Daifuku,
that.
Yeah.
And
Was
for
there a
brunch.
queue for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a short line, but like it was still a queue.
It was in Tokyo in the fish market. There was only one stand and there was a lot of people. Yeah.
The strawberry in Japan is pretty sweet, right?
Yeah. It's
Super good.
very tasty. Very different from Bulgarian strawberries this time of year, which taste kind of like plasticky. It's I think it's just because of the way they grow it, I guess.
For us, our like a stereotyping of like Bulgaria, one of the stereotype is a country of the yogurt.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Have you tried Japanese yogurt?
Not yet.
We
No.
haven't seen it.
No.
We haven't been to a supermarket. We have to see. But
I know it's big. Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it at like a convenience store.
Bulgarian yogurt.
No, like a
Japanese yogurt.
Yeah,
Japanese
yeah.
yogurt.
Okay. We need to try it, yeah.
We'll buy it and we'll try. We haven't tried it.
Okay.
But I imagine it's different. I think it will probably
think
be
so.
much sweeter than Bulgarian yogurt.
Yeah, there are many kinds, and sweeter and non-sweetened, and there is a Bulgarian yogurt, which is not Bulgarian yogurt, but it's just the name of the. It's kind of interesting thing.
We'll try it.
Yeah. Okay. And
I know it's popular because we saw it in Thailand as well.
Oh, really?
And it was called Bulgarian yogurt, but it didn't taste like real Bulgarian yogurt, but it's still kind of close.
is there like a family taste, or do you like make yogurt in your family?
Not anymore. My grandmother used to make it,
Right.
and the way you make it is you put some yogurt into milk, and it turns it into yogurt.
Right.
And the thing that makes it Bulgarian is this bacteria called Lactobactericus bulgaricus. I think that's the name. And this is what gives it that like kind of sour taste. Because it's very kind of firm yogurt. Usually it's creamy.
Yeah. But now it's mostly mass-produced, and we buy it from the supermarkets, and you can buy it from some farmers, like homemade in smaller quantities.
Yeah. Actually, her dad was involved in Bulgarian yogurt manufacturing.
He worked there.
He worked at like a big company that makes it.
I see. And then back to Japan. What is like a highlight of your experience in Japan?
Maybe one of the most fun things we did was going to the arcade games.
Oh,
Like the ones where you have the machines where you
picking up the
try
thing.
to
Claw
pick up
machines.
the things. Yeah, and then yesterday we went to one where there are slot machines, and you take like a lot of coins, which are fake money, and you just
The
play
medallions,
with it.
yeah.
Yes.
These
like a-
tokens.
Yeah, this was super fun.
The tower of tokens or tower of money there, and you just put
You put
some
it in,
coin and
yeah,
push it
and
over.
it pushes it exactly. This kind of thing.
This was very
Which
interesting.
Interesting.
it took me a while to like understand what's going on. But you give them you exchange like yen for these tokens, and then you play the games with them. I thought it was actually like gambling, but it's not really gambling. You're just playing a game. Yeah.
And people who play the dancing games like with the hands very fast.
yeah.
This was
And like the guitar hero as well.
yeah.
Also like a taiko, like a drums. and
Yes,
stuff.
yes. We saw that as well
Yeah.
at the Gigo.
This was super nice.
People are like watching
Yeah.
those players, right?
The good guys, they can get like a crowd going by playing. But I think for me, what's most memorable is just how efficient the place is. Like every single train we've been on, every single subway is always exactly on time. The crowds keep moving in the right ways. Like there's a lot of people, but you don't feel like you're being crowded out because of how efficient the country is.
I see.
Which is very different to Bulgaria, where
making queues on the platform. It's a good queues, right?
And good practice because you don't have people pushing you out or going in front of you. Like it's much nicer. It's great.
And do you think something would change after like going back to your home, like after the experiencing like our culture, like Japanese culture?
I think we'll have at least for me, I will definitely have a bit of a reverse culture shock because we've spent 2 months now living in Singapore mostly and traveling to these Asian countries, and Bulgaria is just so different. It's like a lot more chaotic, so I feel like when we get back it's going to be a bit of a adjustment to make.
Yeah. For me, I don't know, probably the same. Yeah, but definitely I feel like I've learned to be much more patient with like waiting for things and being more proper, like not littering.
Actually,
all of these things.
One thing I'm going to buy when I get back to Bulgaria is in Japan, all of the soap dispensers, they turn the soap into foam,
Oh yeah,
which I really like because it makes you wash your hands easier. And we don't have that in Bulgaria, but I'm just gonna. I think you can buy it, and it just turns the soap into foam, which I really like.
yeah.
And also, I'm gonna miss the Japanese toilets with the heated seats.
Heated.
Yes, oh my god, it's amazing.
Do you like the shower part?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit
okay.
weird.
Yeah. Someday, if I build my own house, I will put a Japanese toilet.
For sure.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was so fun.
Thank you.
Talking
No worries.
to you.
Yeah, as well.
Thank you.